Hello. So I'm not a YouTuber, so if you're looking for a great video quality, this might not be the one for you. But I did want to do a video and post it, a review of the Code 7 bed system from, we bought it from Paradigm Van Conversions in Denver, Colorado. We thought long and hard before we purchased this. My wife found it online and we started looking at some of their videos. Another reason I wanted to do a review is all the videos that I found online were specifically from their company. I didn't see any reviews by anybody else, so I don't know, how many of these are out there. But I thought it was an exceptional product, and I wanted to go over the details. So if anybody else is looking, they will have somebody else's opinion to go on. So we deliberated long and hard, trying to decide if we were going to do this system or if we were going to build our own. I have a wood background, so I was considering building beds out of wood, but I wanted something to be able to get them out of the way so we could bring a motorcycle or anything else in the center part. We still use the van for other things, so we wanted to be able to have this space and be able to fairly quickly move stuff out of the way. So we ultimately decided on these. We also wanted to get them in quickly and go on with our van build instead of designing and engineering our own bed system. So, so we went ahead and ordered these. Now, when we first started inquiring, they did not have all the parts and pieces in stock. I don't know if that's because this is an extended van. This is a 2022 Ford Transit 350 HD extended van with the high roof, and all those, the different models make a difference. So if it's a regular size van, the setup is a little bit different. So I don't know if that's what held it up a little bit or not. But anyway, it took us a couple months for them to get everything in stock. They wouldn't let us place the order until they had everything in stock, which I respected. I thought that was good. But as soon as they did have it in stock, we placed the order, and probably 2 weeks we had everything. Now this is a fairly expensive system, so much so that it might push out some, some self-builders. I don't know. It was $69.95 for everything, and that includes another bed that we just didn't put in yet. And then it's about $350 for shipping. So you're about $7,350 for the whole setup. So considering the cost, I was a little bit concerned about getting it here and shipping damage and that kind of thing. I've been in a manufacturing background, and I know that common carriers sometimes can have shipping damage. So I was a little concerned. I asked them about that early on. They said they had good luck with that. They said the packing was very good, and they palletize it and all that kind of thing. So anyway, we pulled the trigger and ordered the product. It came in when they said, in a common carrier with a lift. It was very well packaged. All the packaging, all the boxes were specifically made for the parts and pieces, very professionally done, very thick and heavy packing, all palletized, strapped down. We had absolutely no trouble. It came in 100% in good shape. So that was nice. And so once I got started, I just kept getting blown away by the amazing quality of this product. And I'm not affiliated with them, or there's no axe to grind. I just like I said, I've been in manufacturing for years, and I've seen a lot of manufactured products, and they really went the distance on this as far as engineering and quality. So everything comes packaged. All the screws, the bolts, the nuts, everything is separately packaged. They have letter annotations, so you know exactly what goes where. They have great directions, great printed directions with CAD drawings, as well as they have an install video, a couple install videos that you can access from their website. Basically, the reason that I wanted to do this review is just to tout the quality of of this product. It's so heavy duty. I was originally a little bit concerned, again, looking at their videos, I'm thinking, is this thing gonna be strong enough to sleep on, to climb up and down on? But I mean, this thing does not even move. This steel here is so thick. You use all the holes that are already in the van. I think there was 2 or 3 holes that you have to drill, but it fit very well. It's not, I won't say it's an easy install. You definitely got to pay attention, and you definitely want to, you know, have a good workspace to lay out all the bolts and that kind of thing. Double check that you have everything. But I have to say that my my experience has just been pretty much flawless. Everything was there. Everything was well labeled. Everything fit great. So I'll show you. I won't go through all the different ways you can move this. Obviously, you can move it up or move it down. The other one comes in here, and you can put it side by side to get, you know, a full bed. If you want to lift these up, you just disengage these pins down here. Lift it up, re-engage the pins, and then you can go down the road with it just like this. And we've had them both in here, and we've driven around. Obviously, we're early in the build, but we've driven quite a bit with these in here. They're quiet. If you really hit a big bump, they're going to rattle a little bit, but I mean, they're generally really quiet. They ride fine just like this or down. So that's really about all I can think of. They come with the mattresses. This is a memory foam mattress. You know, it comes boxed up like the mattresses do, and then it puffs up when you take it out of the vacuum packing. I've not slept on them yet, but you know, they feel good. So I think it's going to be a really good choice for us, and we look forward to finishing our build and getting it going. I'll say one more thing. I installed mine before I got walls and insulation and all that in, because I wanted to know exactly how everything went. And I'm going to leave mine completely installed and build everything else around it. I think they recommend that maybe you install the horizontals and then build the rest of your stuff, and then put the verticals up. I chose to do it all at once. I think I'm going to not have a problem with that. I actually put my floor system after my subfloor in after I installed the beds, and that was no problem. You just got to know how much. You got about 1.5 inches for your subfloor. So anyway, I would highly recommend them if you're willing to spend that kind of money for a bed system. I'd highly recommend them based on everything I've seen so far, and I have full confidence that these things are going to last probably longer than we need the van, and we look forward to using them. So thanks.